Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Dolby Vision settings on the 950G television set. And these settings also do work for other Sony TV sets as well, give or take a few, ticks up or down. But and use them with a grain of salt, of course. A lot of this is matter of opinion. But a lot of people have asked me, how to dial in their brand new 950G, and this applies for the 65, 55, and the 75 as well. So let me make sure I got this camera straightened up for you guys here. Yeah, there we go. And I'd like to commend the people out there on the great community we have. Low salty hating, and which is always a plus, right, guys? So, and very low key. A lot of nice debates going on, but people are being polite to each other, and based off that's what I would like to do it. That's how my boy Whispers videos are as well, and that's how I'd like to keep my videos. So, low salty hating, and everybody stays fresh and have new ideas and stuff like that, and be acceptable to other people's ideas. So appreciate it, everybody out there that. It's like that right now, and hopefully it continues to be. But we're going to go through the settings real quickly for you. And let's see here. First setting is going to be watching TV, of course. And we're going to go to internal inputs. And then we're going to go down to HDMI signal format. HDMI 1, 2, 3, or 4. All of them, you would like to make sure they're in the enhanced format there. And you have a choice of standard or enhanced. Of course, if you don't have a 4K TV, you wouldn't have Dolby Vision either. So I don't know. I guess this is for, what would this be for? I guess if you're inputting like a DVD or just watching basic cable TV it's 1080p or 720. I guess you'd just leave it in the standard, I guess. But yeah, just put them all into enhanced format. It's not going to hurt anything. That's for sure. And we're going to go back out, display and sound, picture. We're going to go down to advanced settings. You notice everything's in, if you look back right here, it says Dolby Vision Bright. That's the picture mode we're in, and that's what should come up for you guys when watching a video that has Dolby Vision, that is. And whoops, backed out. Go back to advanced settings. And then the brightness is max, contrast is max. And these are not too far off of the actual factory settings. That's what's so great about the 950G is it comes out of the box pretty much calibrated. You could tweak it up a little bit. The gamma stays at 0. The black level is 48. And this is subjective. If you seem to have a little bit of blooming in your black bars and the TV is not defective, meaning you don't have any problems with the TV and it just looks like, you could, need a little tuning up, that's what these settings are for. But if you're doing these settings and you're still getting a lot of blooming in the black bars or something, I think you got a bad panel. And bad panels do exist out there. It seems to be more prevalent on the 65 and the 55-inch TV sets for reasons I don't know. And then we're going to go to, let's see here, black levels 48, and then we're going to go black adjust low, okay, or that's medium or high. And you could choose how you'd like that depending on your black level and your bars and what you're actually watching. I think that those are the two I like the best for adjusting the levels of the black bars, like people are complaining about with this TV, or some people, not all. I found out that more people that are not complaining than are, and it all started off with another YouTuber's salty hating video on this TV. I don't know why. The agenda was to hate on this Sony TV, but this person doesn't like Sony TVs altogether, and who cares, right? But anyway, color 53, hue 0, color temperature is expert 1, advanced color temperature. You just leave that alone. You don't go into that and adjust these. Oh, I had the red gain down on this. You could turn the red gain down. I forgot to tell everybody that if you feel some of the TVs come out of the box and there's a little bit more red gain than I'd like in the facial tones and stuff, you could use this red gain to your advantage of taking out a little bit of the warmness of the TV. If you feel it's a little too warm and you like a little bit more cooler, you could take down the R gain a little bit to -5. If not, leave it alone. I forgot about that. Glad I clicked in there. Live color is off, and you leave those alone as well. Let's make sure I didn't mess with that from when I first got it or something. Yeah, it messes with the saturation to -3. I'm thinking I'm gonna put that back up to 0. I was kind of not messing with the yellow a little bit when I first got the TV set, and I kind of like that just to be left alone. I know my previous settings I did have the yellow down, the yellow adjustment down to, and the saturation down to negative, but it seems like it's once the TV gets broken in with the 200 hours of playtime, that seems to neutralize itself out itself. Sharpness is 50. Manual creation, and we got resolution at 35. Random noise reductions off, digital noise reductions off, and smooth gradations off as well. Motion. This TV has outstanding motion, and I've had a buddy out there that has a 940E that he has to turn his up to 3 or 4, sometimes 5, I think, to get the motion kind of smooth to where he likes it for the soap opera effect type of deal. But this one has outstanding motion. I leave the smoothness on 1. I think I love this. The motion's way better in my opinion than the 940, just because of the pixel response of the 400 dimming zones that thing that has on there. Less zones get better motion. That's usually the key, guys. And then you have to put up with a little bit more blooming too. So you see what I mean? So there's always a trade-off with these daggone TVs. I tell you, there's no perfect TV out there, but I've gotten pretty close to the perfect TV with this particular TV. I love it. That's the last of the settings, and all the other settings just leave on auto, and you're good to go. The main thing is with the settings I've mentioned is you're going to want to play around with that black adjust a little bit, and the hue. You could go to -1 or -2 depending if you want a little bit darker. If you're having any problems with any blooming of the black bars or something of that nature. And if you're still, after all these settings we go through, and you're still having problems with any type of black levels, take the TV back to the store, and either the TV's not for you or it's defective. One or the two. It should be completely dark. As you see my black bars right here, it should be just like these. If you don't see it this way and you have the 75-inch TV set, then I would suggest taking the TV back for exchange for either another one, or get a different brand TV set at that point, or an OLED. If you want super black, of course we're going to go OLED, but then OLEDs don't have the brights of an LED, and my personal opinion is I like the HDR on LED way better than I do on the OLED TV. So there's always going to be a trade-off, but these are my settings. I hope everybody likes the settings out there and they work out for you. Leave in the comment section. I'm very active in my comment section, unlike a lot of videos out there where people just have you come in and take a look, and excuse me, and they use you for your likes and comments and stuff, and then you never hear from them. That just seems to irritate me. I don't know why. Some people may not be like that, but it just irritates me that you can't respond with something to help out the community. And with that said, you guys have a great afternoon. Enjoy the Dolby Vision settings on your 950G. Later.